Ladies and gentlemen, this week in good news, CNN has been laying off most of its dumbest people. Hundreds more laid off this week, thousands at CNN, as CNN collapses into oblivion without Orange Man. Oh, the pain and the sweet, sweet tears of irony that Donald Trump leaving office, which is all CNN devoted itself to day and night, is actually going to be the collapse of CNN because they can't get ratings without him. And somebody who's next on the chopping block is going to be Don Lemon. And while Don Lemon may have been demoted to a morning show as of right now, where he sits around in a very poorly rated morning show and talks with his female colleagues about how women's athletes should not be paid as much as men because nobody wants to watch women's sports. Goes like this.
The men's team makes more money.
Hey.
If they make more money, then they should get more money.
Why does
the men's team makes more money because
You know why?
because people are more interested in
But
men.
guess who takes part of blame? I have a big issue with this, guys. WNBA, same thing's happening to them.
There's
Until
also more
media,
interest in the
hold
NBA.
on. Until big media companies, big tech companies, advertisers invest and put them on their airwaves more and allow people. And allow people to see it more and gain more fans. Then you will push toward more equality. Okay. But if they are blocked in so many ways and not invested in as much, they don't even have a. I know you're not, but they don't even have a shot.
I grew up the only boy in a family of all women. I understand what you're saying. But not everybody, honestly, has the same skill.
Don Lemon redemption arc? I did not have that one in my 2022 bingo card. So before Don Lemon gets fired for his failing news show, we want to recap Don Lemon's 5 dumbest moments as a CNN host for your viewing pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, Don Lemon getting triggered by a Thanos meme.
And all the blustering at tonight's rally, Trump's war room posted a meme on Twitter today showing Trump as the supervillain Thanos from the Marvel Avengers movies, dispatching his Democratic enemies. Take a look at this.
At the first order of business, the members of
It's a great meme.
What are we in junior high school? What the hell? What is this? Like what? What? I cannot believe that I'm even having to report this on the news.
Not for long, because you're not going to be
This is crazy.
employed here anymore.
This is literally crazy. Are you people insane?
Yes. Yes, we are. Have you ever met a meme maker? Yes. They
Are you insane?
Yes. Yes, they are insane. Crazy insane.
Go ahead. Troll the Democrats on Twitter. Do this stupid, silly, you know what? Play this stupid, juvenile meme game.
The meme game.
History won't record this meme, stupid crap. But history will record this, the seriousness of what is happening. That today is the day that the House of Representatives in the United States of America introduced articles of impeachment against President Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States of America, for committing high crimes and misdemeanors.
Oh, you got him. Got him. Donald Trump. The walls are closing in now. Walls are closing in. Don Lemon has squeezed the final bit of lemon juice in your eye and is crying just ever so slightly over the dumb memes that won't be recorded in history. Listen, I know so many memes that will go down for hundreds of years and be famous for hundreds of years, like legendary memes, and no one's gonna remember that Donald Trump was impeached. Being impeached is just gonna be a normal thing for every U.S. president now. Speaking of history and going down into the history books, history, something that Don Lemon had to be reminded of by a royal family expert on TV when he asked her about reparations for slavery in the wake of Queen Elizabeth's death. Watch the greatest BTFO moment ever.
Well, this is coming when, there's all of this wealth, and you hear about it comes as England is facing rising costs of living, a living crisis, austerity budget cuts, and so on. And then you have those who are asking for reparations for colonialism, and they're wondering, $100 billion, $24 billion here and there, $500 million there. Some people want to be paid back, and members of the public are wondering, why are we suffering when you have all of this vast wealth? Those are legitimate concerns.
Well, I think you're right about reparations in terms of if people want it, though, what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where was the beginning of the supply chain? That was in Africa, and when across the entire world, when the slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce, was the British. In Great Britain, they abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, we need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say, who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages? Absolutely. That's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
It's an interesting discussion, Hillary. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We'll continue to discuss in the future. So remember the impact of the supply chain crisis on the economy?
Oh, it's so juicy. Oh my God, Don. If you want to know what a disembowelment on live cable TV looks like, that's what it looks like. Don Lemon pissing his pants, having a teeny little yellow hurricane in his pants. Wasn't actually the only time that a real expert went and kicked Don Lemon directly in the nutsack on live TV. It happened during a hurricane, actually, when a hurricane expert, the guy who's in charge of the Hurricane Center here in America during Hurricane Ian, had to give Don Lemon a little spanking, and not the kind that he would actually like, no, like the actual kind of embarrassing kind that goes viral afterwards about the nature of hurricanes. Our number 3 most humiliating Don Lemon clip.
So listen, I'm just trying to get that. You said you want to talk about climate change, but what effect does climate change have on this phenomenon that is happening now? Because it seems these storms are intensifying. That's the question here.
I don't think you can link climate change to any one event.
Okay.
On the whole, on the cumulative, climate change may be making storms worse, but to link it to any one event, I would caution against that.
Okay. Well, listen, I grew up there, and these storms are intensifying. Something is causing them to intensify. So this storm is it's a massive one. Its effects are also being felt in the southern part of Florida.
To intensify.
What about the air?
It must be the climate ghost. It must be us. We control the weather. That's what's going on. It's us. We're in control of the weather. Don Lemon, who also seems to know a great deal about the weather. For instance, Don Lemon thought that perhaps when a Malaysian airline flight went missing, that perhaps it's the weather that opened up a black hole to another dimension. Number 2, greatest Don Lemon moment.
What if it was hijacking or terrorism or mechanical failure or pilot error? But what if it was something fully that we don't really understand? A lot of people have been asking about that, about black holes and on and on and on and all of these conspiracy theories. Let's look at this. Noah says, what else can you think about? Black hole, Bermuda Triangle. And then Deji says, just like the movie Lost. And of course, they're also referencing the Twilight Zone, which has a very similar plot. That's what people are saying. I know it's preposterous, but is it preposterous, you think, Mary?
Well, it is. A black hole is about, a small black hole would suck in our entire universe. So we know it's not that. Bermuda Triangle is often weather. and Lost is a TV show. So
Right.
I think I always like things for which there's data, history, crunch the numbers. So for me, those aren't there, but I think it's wonderful that the whole world is trying to help with their theories, and I absolutely love it.
I can't take it. Black holes matter. Stop acting like black holes don't exist. A small black hole. This, I know, is preposterous, Don Lemon says, but is it preposterous? CNN's employed this guy for like a better part of a decade, and now they are on their long goodbye, of course, because Don Lemon couldn't just be absolutely kicked to the curb like the rest of his colleagues. You gotta give him the long goodbye, right? He's a diversity hire, so you gotta make sure there's no massive lawsuit, even though there are actually lots of lawsuits against Don Lemon. You can find more information about that right here. But Don Lemon was kicked out of his show, Don Lemon Tonight, and he had a weepy sign-off where he cried and talked about food packages that you sent him. Did you send any packages of food to Don Lemon? I don't want Don Lemon anywhere near my packages.
When conservatives attacked me, you had my back. When liberals attacked me, you had my back. When racists attacked, you had my back. And speaking of, when the former president sent armies of bigots and people who threatened my life after me, you had my back as well.
Armies.
Our lives changed together.
Armies.
In both good and unfortunate ways. We celebrated the birth of new Don Lemon Tonight family members, and sadly, we saw the deaths of close friends and dear loved ones. I will never forget all of you for carrying me when I could barely stand. After I walked into work just a few years ago and I got a call that my sister had died
After I could
suddenly.
barely stand.
In that moment, I could have never arranged a car or a flight. I couldn't even have found my way to the elevator or to the entrance of this building if you hadn't literally held my hand and walked me out of the building. So thank you, Jeff, and Maria, and Flip, and Alyssa, and Rachel, and Shanique, and Zach, and Mel, and Susan, and everyone on this team, every single person on this team. If I did not mention your name, it is for the sake of time. I don't want to go over, and it's not because I'm not appreciative. For all of you gentlemen in the studio who kept me sane, who made me laugh, and ladies, and made me laugh. And got me in trouble many times because I was reacting to what you were
misgendering
doing.
someone on his way out.
I'm eternally grateful to all of you. I want to thank you, the loyal viewers who sent me masks during COVID, cards and letters of condolences and inspiration, Christmas cards, so many.
Did you
many
send
gifts
Don
and
Lemon a
presents
mask?
over the years. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Even sending me food. I'm not going to miss the brain fog from these hours from getting off at midnight, nor the late night meals, which gave me dad bod, and all of us, we gained and lost so much weight together, right? Am I lying? It's true. So listen,
gross.
The viewers at home.
Who's sending Don Lemon food?
I was not always perfect.
Who sent Don Lemon
no
food?
One is perfect because there are immense pressures that come with this job, and in particular, this time slot at 10 o'clock when people are going to bed. So sometimes all I could do, I'm going to be honest with you, is just smile and just get to the commercial break sometimes. Sometimes it was exhausting because some of the things that we discuss here are so personal and so consuming, all-consuming. So I hope I made you proud, and I thank you for tuning in all these years, and I hope that you're going to join me in the morning. So I will simply say good night, and I will see you soon.
It's all about you. It's all about me.
So I'm going to leave, and I'm going to go upstairs.
It's about me.
Bye.
I've been tired. Oh, he's sniffling. He's actually sniffling. He's crying. We'll be crying salty tears of laughter when Don Lemon finally gets the old turkey axe at CNN, man. They're going for everyone, and his show is, again, a failure, just like everything he's ever done, because Don Lemon is beyond redemption. Don Lemon is himself a lemon. You can't make a lemon into lemonade. Even if you're CNN, you got all the money in the world. you still got to have talent. You got to have a real audience. You got to have people that actually care about you and aren't going to send you masks and food in the mail. That's creepy. Don Lemon apparently ate it. Yuck. And now he's going to eat it in the ratings as his show again collapses and fails. Maybe there'll be a black hole that'll just swallow up Don Lemon and save him the humiliation. But humiliation is something that we have a specialty in on this show. Thank you so much for watching the 5 most humiliating moments of Don Lemon's life. Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meme the libs until they cry and then to meme them crying. Their tears taste like ice cream. We ridicule the establishment, and we do so because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you liked what you saw, please click the thumbs up. Please punch, subscribe, and ring the bell to let you know when we have a new video. Don't you want us to let you know when we're live? Please check out more of our videos here and sign up for our mailing list in case something happens and the plug gets pulled. We want to be able to keep in touch with you. My name is Benny Johnson, and thank you for watching. Based Patriots, stay free.